I started on December the 30th, 1985. When I was hired, I was an engineer in training. The co-op was in a little building that's now our parking lot. We had a peak of about 72 megawatts versus our peak now of 275.
I first met Chris while he was leading the engineering department through the historic Branson growth of the 1990s. And I've always found Chris to be a visionary looking out for the best of all cooperative members.
White River grew a great deal in 94, 95, and 96. It's when Branson was expanding and we had to add a whole bunch of individuals to keep up with that growth. You know, we were growing to 3.5% to 4% up to that point, but we saw years there was 14, 15, 16%.
I met Chris Hamon in 1992. I was a summer student at AECI, took a little field trip down to White River and met this guy, and he was so animated about what was going on. And I thought to myself, this guy's crazy. He is absolutely crazy. His vision is too big. Well, Chris's vision was right.
When you're growing 12 to 15% a year, you really got to have the facilities to work out of and the equipment to work with. The first building built on this ground for White River was built years and years ago to where we just kept perpetually adding on. And we ended up building a whole new building that when you look at the usage of our old building was about a megawatt. When we built the new building, it's about 20,000 square feet more, and it uses a third of that 1 megawatt now. Several of the challenges over the years here at White River have come in seasons. You're always challenged with weather. You're always challenged with new folks coming in tourism, but you're also challenged with the fact of where we are on a national basis. Do you have enough power supply? Is the EPA going to affect your power supply? We went out and actually had people sign cards, and there was a contest across the United States. We came in second to all of the big co-ops that are out there, and the members of White River really stepped up, just like they always do, to let our congressmen, our senators, the president know that what was going on with the EPA and shutting our power plants down was not good for us. The tornado in Branson was a shocker. The interesting thing that happened with White River, we had several loops built around the city of Branson for reliability. When the tornado came down the strip, it hurt a lot. And it took out a bunch of our line. But the interesting thing is we got all ours on in 8 hours because we had these loops already built around the city of Branson. Over the years, White River has been approached by its membership in the fact that communications in some of our outside areas are very lacking. Why don't you guys do whatever all these other cooperatives have done and have fiber to the home? And we really realized this during COVID as well. We were having people come to our offices and sit in the parking lot and for their kids to do homework. So this really became important to our board of directors. So we started in and designed it and literally built a #1 Class A system that will serve our community for years to come. What I think my best accomplishment was keeping it together in the times that we were stressed so much, in storms, in COVID, in times of battling the EPA. I think keeping it together to where everybody understood that we could lean on each other and lean in to each other was very, very important to me. The membership of this electric cooperative is pretty neat. Matter of fact, it's why I get up out of bed and got here for over 40 years. I remember my boss in the first week that I went to work at White River took me to a log cabin, and there's a lady on what I perceived to be her front porch sweeping with a straw broom. Well, it was a dirt porch and her house was a dirt floor. And she used every month 50 kilowatt hours because that's what come free with the bill. At that point, first 50 kilowatt hours were free. And she watched her meter every day until she got close to that, and then she unscrewed the one light bulb that she had on in her house. That's why I know that price is very important to our membership. Quality is very important to our membership. And it's just very, very important to understand who your member is, what's important to them, communicate to them, and then listen to them. So one of the things that kind of was reinvented was having what we call member appreciation days. And it gives opportunities for our members to come in and sit with our directors, ask questions, see our wonderful employees at work. It's important that these people see who serves them.
I think that the biggest way that Chris has set up White River for the future is with the team that he's built, the team that he's leaving behind, and that's a big part of his legacy.
We have some of the best and brightest individuals that work at White River, period, lock, stock, and barrel. I couldn't do anything that I've done over the past years, been away from the cooperative, serving Missouri, serving the nation, had it not been for the employees of this place doing what they all are good at doing. There is a fire that burns inside of all employees to do what's right for the membership. It's important because we are not serving meters, we are serving members.
When thinking about Chris Hamon, the word that comes to mind is legend in the industry. When I go to conferences, to trainings with White River, I'm amazed at the number of people that not just know Chris, are impressed with Chris, admire Chris, respect Chris. His name is not just known in the area, it's known in the industry. He has dedicated his life to White River and the co-op industry.
Chris Hamon, in his leadership, his ability to think about programs and ways to use technology and things that were always cutting edge and ahead of everybody else, has helped to keep White River Electric at the forefront and leading the rest of the cooperatives in the nation.
Not only have we been the leader, but people look up to us for what we do here. And not only what we do, but how we do it. And you know, frankly, that's what our members expect.
I've seen his service beyond the co-op here at NRECA, where he was on our board from the state of Missouri. Chris headed up our international committee and was always passionate about the mission of our international program. He's a great communicator. In fact, he was acknowledged with the J.C. Brown Communications Award among CEOs, and that really says something.
I traveled a lot. I worked on several boards to where I worked out of the region, and I have received several awards. None of that really matters. And what I mean by that is that I still get on my phone and I still look at how many outages we have. I look where our folks are, where the trucks are, and that they come home safe every day to their families. That's what's been important to us, to be the most cost-effective, quality, safest electric cooperative we can be.
Chris Hamon has left his mark and a legacy on the co-op that will forever shape who we are today.
Well, Chris has been such a great example of what is great about leadership in the cooperative community. He's always embraced looking for new ideas, new ways to get better, never just sitting back on his laurels. Chris, you're a great example. White River Valley is a better place for your service.
I want to thank Chris Hamon for everything he's done for the cooperative program, but especially for his representation of Missouri at the NRECA as a director. Chris, we're going to miss you. Congratulations.
Well, Chris, you finally made it. Congratulations on your retirement. On behalf of all the co-ops in the state of Missouri, I just want to thank you for all that you did for our success. You have played a pivotal role in the future of what our co-ops deliver to our members.
Chris, thank you for your service and leadership, not just for the members of White River, but nationwide. And from everyone at Show Me, thank you for your leadership and your support. We wish you the best in retirement. I hope you have many years of joy and happiness.
Chris, you know, you've put in a lot of years, you've traveled lots of miles. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy the time away from here, that you don't have lots of worries on your plate.
I want to pray, and we all pray together and bless this place, because I think a lot of lives can be touched through this whole new building and our efforts. So let's bless the building here.
I think if you ask Chris, it was never a job. It was his lifestyle. He dedicated his life to the co-op, and we've just been blessed enough to have him for as long as we have.
When you work at White River, it's about what serving with your heart. And I had other opportunities to leave White River, and I'm a Christian man with a lot of beliefs, and I believe that God kept me here for a reason. I figured this is where He wanted me to be, and sometimes that was really hard to swallow because I really wanted to be a G&T manager at some point. But God wanted me here for a reason, and I needed to serve my wife, who was ill at the time, and then to serve my family as I've rebuilt that after she's gone. But this is where God felt that I needed to be to serve the members of White River, because they were the family that I needed to get through this. It's not so much I'm afraid to retire, I'm going to miss everybody. I'm going to miss the co-op. Even though I get to still vote for everybody, I will miss the co-op.